Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I don't know why the sound system really doesn't like me and screams every time I start talking. But we're going to sing, and I'm going to teach you a not new song, but it might be new to you. It's got 4 parts. 4 parts. 3 of them overlap. I'm gonna teach you 2 in the bridge, sort of. You'll be on page 300. I think it's on page 331. But for the first part, I really only need you to know the words Shabbat Shalom. Do you think you can handle those? Okay. And for the second part, you'll need to know Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Umivorach. Okay? Goes like, the first part goes like this. And this is for those of you with higher voices. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Try that with me. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Should we do that again, or you think you got it? You got it. Okay, good. The lower part. Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Try that. Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Okay, think you got that one? Who's going to sing the higher part? Okay, that looks good. Who's going to sing the lower part? Who's not going to sing at all? Okay, remember, Shabbat and Shabbat, Shabbat. You all ready? Okay, so we're going to start on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Again. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom Umivorach. Okay, here are the words that you're now going to need to look at your prayer book for. These come from Psalm 126, which is traditionally used at the end of a meal as part of Birkat Hamazon on Shabbat and holidays. Shir Hamalot B'shuv Adonai Et Shivat Zion Chayinu Kechomim. Shir Hamalot B'shuv Adonai Et Shivat Zion Chayinu Kechomim. Az Yemales Chok Pinu Ulshonenu We continue with the lighting of our Shabbat candles, and I'd like to invite up Sarah Rumbaugh to light them. Pages 3 and 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehaglik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Amen. Amen.
We continue on your song sheet, with Lechu Neranena. And on page 13 in your prayer books, we did this one last week. Towards the bottom of the page, it's the middle two lines. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Again, the weather has been so good. It's like the whole world, all of the grasses and all of the trees are rejoicing along with us. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Az yiranenu kol hatzei. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz sadai. Ay, 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 ay. The Chadodi, pages 20 and 21. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on the 9th verse, rise to face the entrance to greet Shabbat as a bride. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor midibor echad, ishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai. Echad u'shemo echad, shemo tiferet ve'elitila. Le'echad dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Le'echad dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem desucha. Sof maaseh b'machshava techila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 5. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orech, hu miori, uri, uri, shir daberi, kvod Adonai, alayich We're going to turn to page 22. Debbie, I know it's not in the outline, but we're going to turn to page 22. It just feels like we're still dancing a little bit. At the indent. Zadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, zadik katamar yifrach, zadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, zadik katamar yifrach. Ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, yizgeh. Ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, yizgeh. Zadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, zadik katamar yifrach, zadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, zadik katamar yifrach. Ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, yizgeh. Ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, ke'erez balganon yizgeh, yizgeh. Page 26, Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. Be'alman divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bangala, bangala, uvizman kariv v'meru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach, le'alam ulal me'almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach ve'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam ve'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei dekucham brichu, le'la min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'meru, amen. Please rise and body your spirit for Baruch Hu, page 28. We join together on page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the times and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzivaot is your name. Ever-living God, May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravi. On your song sheets. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha אתה, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha אתה, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivon Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. Page 36. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen. On page 39, we offer responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
כיוון אדוני את יעקב, ונגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
On your song sheets. How many days left until camp? Oh, you're not going first session? Or like a month before, no, maybe a month and a half until camp? I can see that Jack is already getting ready. Vishamru is on page 44.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לנטורותה, ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת שבת ויהי נפש שבת, שבת ויהי נפש שבת, שבת ויהי נפש.
Please rise in body or spirit, page 46.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi angin tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geola Lifnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Mangin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav Le'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid Hatah. Thank you. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Vishenei Afar, Nichamocha Bal Gevurot, Umidam Melach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah L'chayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei HaKol. Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kedoshim b'chol yom ya'alelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue with our private prayers. When you've finished with your prayers, you may be seated.
May God bless you with all good. May God keep all evil from you. And may God fill your heart with wisdom and grace you with all truth. May God lift up God's merciful face and shine on you for all time. And may God grant you eternal peace. May God bless you with all good. May God keep all evil from you. And may God fill your heart with wisdom and grace you with all truth. May God lift up God's merciful face and shine on you for all time. And may God grant you eternal peace.
That is a version of the priestly blessing that is based on a slightly different translation that's found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. So you'll see a slightly different text of the priestly blessing in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And with our Parsha this week and the need for blessings, and especially blessings of peace, I wanted to offer that as we are leading into the words of Mishaberach, when, again, so many of us are in need of goodness and healing and wholeness. So if there's anyone that you are thinking of on this Shabbat in need of those blessings, I invite you to share their names with us at this time. Mishaberach can be found on page 253.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength those in need of healing with refuah shema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We take some time to share good news and blessings from the past week.
My dog is recovering from surgery very well. So yeah.
Okay, I had to look this up to make sure I got it there right. My youngest daughter is graduating next weekend from WSU. Her degree is in social sciences, primarily psychology and secondary sociology. It's been a long time.
My garden is completely in thanks to the help and strength of my son.
Nice.
So last weekend I was sick and I went out to go get some comfort food, and when I drove home I was pulling up the driveway and there was an orange cat that was not supposed to be outside. Managed to get him inside, and then we couldn't find the black cat. But Choshech was hiding in the house. It turned out he did not get outside. So now all of the cats are indoors and nobody has escaped since.
Fred or George? Which one was it, Fred or George?
It was George.
I'm kind of our family historian, and a distant cousin sent me 4 negatives of pictures of my third great grandparents. So it's and some of them I've never seen. So it's really cool to get those.
We've been taking care of Becca's cat while she's in Greece, and he's supposed to be indoors, and ours is outdoors. So I understand the situation there. It's really complicated. But I wanted to say I'm so grateful for John, because he has been doing all the hard work to get our vegetable garden ready to go. So there's some plants, but we're going to get more.
I really should have learned by now that when you have an impulse to stop at a garden store, I should say, no. More work. Anyway, I want to particularly express my gratitude for random car parts availability. We've been driving our Eurovan around for, a year, with the driver's door that wouldn't open because apparently there was no part that could fix it. Well, miracle of miracles, a part came along, so now I can get in on the driver's side.
We've spent the last month back east hanging out with our 4-year-old grandson, which is, people can imagine, quite an adventure. And he's, like most 4-year-olds, busy, busy, busy. And that screen time is pretty powerful sort of attraction for him. Yet our daughter has got him aware that when it's Shabbat, there is no screen time. He sits down, he plays nicely, creatively, and we've encouraged her to have Shabbat every day.
Exactly 20 years ago, I gave birth to my younger son today.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy birthday. And I have to admit, I did look at my phone while I was sitting here because he's running and he just PR'd in the 1500 and he ran it in 3 minutes, 54 seconds.
My granddaughter just received her master's, and it's been a long pull. We're very grateful.
For all these things and more, we say, Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'el lehodot. So we have a double parsha this week. The first parsha usually gets ignored, and the second parsha usually gets highlighted. It's Achrei Mot Kiddoshim. So Achrei Mot talks about all sorts of things, some of which are not child-friendly and I did not mention on Sunday, and some things that are not really child-friendly, but I did mention them on Sunday. The first part, which starts Achrei Mot, after the death of the sons of Aaron, and goes through a ritual of purification of the tabernacle to cleanse it of all of this major spiritual schmutz that now was on the community and surrounded the community that would make it dangerous for God's holiness to enter. And then it continues with a whole bunch of rules. Oh, the part that I explained to the kids was that it involves taking 2 goats. One of them, so lots are cast on the 2 goats. One of them gets all of the sins of the Israelites put on its head and then gets sent off into the wilderness and pushed off a cliff. And then the other one gets offered to God as a burnt offering, and its blood gets sprinkled all over the altar. That was the part I told the kids that isn't so kid-friendly, but at least was interesting to them. They had a lot of questions about goats. The part that comes after that is not so kid-friendly, that is actually also read on Yom Kippur. So this part is read on Yom Kippur. Also read on Yom Kippur is all sorts of laws about sexual impropriety, and that part I did not get into on Sunday with the kids. You know, even the little one walked out. And then you get to the highlight, which is Kiddoshim tihiyu ki ani Adonai Elohechem. You shall be holy, for I, Adonai, your God, am holy. And we get a whole bunch of laws. You can actually look at a significant list of them on page, it's this. Oh, you know what? I think it's in the weekday service, not in our Shabbat service. Never mind, you can't look at them. Oh, yes, you can. Page 131. Okay? Revere your parents. Keep my Shabbat. When you reap your harvest, leave the corners and the gleanings for the poor and the stranger. Don't steal. Don't deal deceitfully or falsely with one another. Don't swear falsely by my name. Do any of these sound familiar to you? Don't defraud your neighbor. Don't commit robbery. The wages of the worker shall not remain with you until morning. Do not insult the deaf or place a stumbling block before the blind. Don't render an unfair decision. Don't favor the poor or show deference to the rich. Judge your neighbor fairly. Don't go about as a talebearer. Don't profit by the blood of your neighbor. Don't hate your kinfolk in your heart. Reprove your neighbor, but incur no guilt doing so. Do not take vengeance or bear a grudge against your kinfolk. Love your neighbor as yourself. Ani Adonai, I am Adonai. And does aside from the actual text in the Torah, does this remind you of any other text in the Torah? Okay, thank you. The 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments are, or really, Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 utterances, because remember, I am Adonai, your God, who led you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. To be your God is not a commandment, it's just a statement. What was that? Preface? It's not even it's not a preface. It is something that we need to keep in mind, but it's not a commandment. It's an utterance, it's a statement. So the 10 statements. Here, things appear again, this time much more in the form of commandments, but it's not just because God said that we're supposed to do that. And this isn't something where like the commandments before in Exodus, we said, Naseh v'nishma, we will do them, and then we will listen. These we're getting very explicitly in order to make us holy. In a whole section that is about repurifying the community after major destruction, and about rebuilding the community into one in which holiness is deeply rooted in the society. Right? There are times in our lives, especially when we are young, where we are told, this is what you have to do. Why? How many of you got the question why when you said to someone else, you have to do this? Have you gotten the question or have you asked the question? Okay. Right? Sometimes we're just told to do something, and the answer to why is because I told you so. I see some people really resonating right now. And when kids are a little bit older, you can start to explain. Well, this rule is actually because when we're in a community, like what you have to share. Why? Because when we're in a community, when we're with our friends, we need to show them that sometimes what we have is available for them to use, knowing that we're going to get it back. It's nice to share, it's kind to share. Or we don't steal things, grab things from our friends because it hurts people's feelings. It makes them feel like something's being taken from them. It doesn't honor their ownership. Yuval does not get that yet. We're working on it. What was that? It takes a while, right? But now he's getting old enough that I can start to explain it to him, and I can start to show him to remind him of how he feels when something he does is done to him, right? He's starting to gain some of that empathy. And so at Mount Sinai, we are given some rules, which, by the way, we break right away. Remember golden calf? Right away. And now it's been a little bit later. It's been a few months-ish. And we are getting some new rules with a little bit more explanation. These are not just rules of God saying, you need to do this because I told you so. Now we're getting, okay, I see where just telling you the rules didn't quite help you understand why these rules are so important, and so really bad things happened when you transgressed them. Let me give you a little bit more explanation about why the rules are so important. It's because I want you to be holy like I am holy. And this holiness that binds us is really powerful. And it can be really dangerous. So make sure that you are keeping your community in a state of holiness so that I, God, can bring blessing upon you. It totally changes the way we respond to the rules, right? And this is part of why I love the book of Leviticus so much, because when you read past all of the sacrifices and blood and guts and pushing goats off cliffs, you get to see what it means to build a society after tragedy. how to engage with each other in a way that really honors the relationship between people, and not just between people, but between people and God. And not just between people and God, but also people and, we'll get later on, people in the land. We even get some of it here. We right now are in a period where things are breaking down. And we are going to need to find a way to come back together and rebuild a society that honors each person's dignity, that honors the holiness, the sanctity, the power of the relationships that we have with each other, that we have with God, however we define that, and that we have with our land. And I think that Leviticus, even with some of its weird laws, again, I admit, I love Leviticus, but there are weird laws in here, gives us a good framework for recognizing how to move out of tragedy, to move out of destruction, and rebuild in holiness. Shabbat Shalom. Erica, you are doing announcements this evening.
Helpful. Okay. Hi, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. I think a lot of you know me, but I'm Erica Matson. I'm currently vice president of our board of trustees, and and presumptive incoming president. Yes, assuming the board elects me. So first up, actually, is our annual congregational meeting is going to be next Sunday. It's going to follow a barbecue, which will be here on Sunday the 18th, and it will start at noon. This is also, I think, the last day of Sunday school, so big party. Bring your friends. It's going to be super fun. Come hang out with people ahead of the meeting and have some food and talk to people, ideally some people that you haven't met yet. Make some new friends. And then the congregational meeting will follow that at 1:30. So you should all come to that. If you are a member in good standing, you get to vote. And I think the only thing that we're voting on is board members, new board members. So there are 5 of them. It's very exciting. Board meetings are currently on the 3rd Tuesday of every month, and everyone's welcome to come to those too if you want. They're quite long, but they are open to anyone. Not this coming Tuesday though, because of the annual meeting. There will be a board meeting of the first new board immediately following the annual meeting, and then the next one will be in June. Tomorrow there's also the Tacoma Sacred Spaces tour here, at a variety of places, but also here from 1 to 4 p.m. and other houses of worship in the area. There's a tour of sort of all of them, which is why you may have seen some brochures in the entryway. So if you want to come to that, you are welcome to. Sisterhood is having a English high tea and raffle on the 25th and a general meeting on the 27th. And the Hebrew Free Loan Association is offering loans, interest-free loans to students. So all of this, I think, is in the Shabbat Shalom, and if you don't remember what I just said, you can look at it there, or ask Rabbi or me or somebody else to get you a copy of that. I think that's it. Come to the annual meeting and also the barbecue.
And I'd like to invite up Brad Steinfeld, co-chair of our educator, religious ed director, Chazan.
Changes,
I know.
That's the wind blows.
Fair.
So I, along with Nate Schumer, are chairing this committee to find us, number one, a religious ed director, and we had hoped at Cantorio Solis as well. We have actually not been quite successful until a couple of weeks ago when we have identified a candidate who has impressed the committee, and we will be bringing this candidate out to meet all of you next weekend. So there's a lot going on there. So you'll get a email an announcement giving the specific dates, but she'll be here not performing on Friday, just to observe, and will be there at Kiddush. She'll be here for helping out Rabbi at Saturday morning services. She'll be interviewing, and then Saturday evening we're going to have a Havdalah concert that she will lead along with Debbie to share some of her music skills. Then she'll be here on Sunday morning to sort of observe religious school, meet the religious school parents and students, and she'll stay for the barbecue and then thankfully leave before the annual meeting. So we're all very excited about this candidate. Hope really you get a chance to meet her.
Yes, so your feedback will also be requested, so please come participate, get to know this candidate, and let us know what you think. Okay, we are going to turn to page 278. We are still in the period of counting the Omer. And we say together, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Hayom shiva v'esrim yom shehem shlosha shavuot v'shisha yamim la'omer. Today is 27 days, which is 3 weeks and 6 days of the Omer. So we're a little bit more than halfway through. We turn to Aleinu, page 282. Please rise in body or spirit. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar haya Adonai v'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo As we turn to the mourner's Kaddish, we remember those who have died in recent days and weeks. We're especially thinking of Jim Friedman, past president of Temple Beth and husband of Lynn Spellman, and Michael William Goodman, the brother of Karen Seinfeld. We also think of the following whose yahrzeits occur in the coming week, who died at this time in years past. If I say the name of someone you're remembering, I invite you to rise so we can acknowledge you as a mourner. We think of Mo Birnbaum, Joan Brasham, Fred Cody, Mary Friedman, Betty Friedman, Frieda Genser, Charlotte Goldstein, Linda Hershkowitz, Amy Kovsky, Carl Lachman, Luther Latham, James G. McKee, Abraham Perlman, Dmitry Segailovich, Joseph Sexton, Meyer Volk, and Molly Weinstein. Is there anyone else? Okay. As we think of them, we say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We rise to join our mourners. So no mourner has to stand alone as we offer the words of the mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלומי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, amen. Kiddush can be found on page 5. We're going to do Kiddush first, Kiddush and Mutzi. I believe Erica is getting the kiddos. And Sam and Jack, you want to come up as well? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavu ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu acharta ve'otanu kitashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat. You should come up and eat it before Yuval does. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, u'mevorach. Shabbat shalom, u'mevorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Thank you to Jason and Debbie and Greg and Erica and Stacy and Erica and Vivian.